Hello everyone, it's Scottthemoviecritic back again with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 first time watches in 2024. But it is actually going to be a top 10 and a couple honourable mentions as well, because there wasn't loads and loads of great first time watches for me. There were a few good ones, quite a few good ones, but yeah, like I said in the last video, it was definitely more of a music year than film year for me. Listened to a lot more music than I did watching films, but that being said, there were still some absolute crackers in here, that's for sure. So I'm going to start with a couple of honourable mentions, a couple of these I don't own as well. But first film I want to talk about is a film that I watched at cinema with Nigel and Carlos in Hartlepool, which was great, and it was Salem's Lot remake. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was really entertaining. I loved the atmosphere of the film. Thought it was really creepy in parts as well. I think we can all agree that we all shit ourselves at least once throughout the film. But yeah, no, really good vampire film. The vampires looked cool as well. The acting was decent enough. Music was decent. I liked the use of the Gordon Lightfoot song Sundown, which is an absolute classic. It's a tune, mate, tune. But yeah, no, really good film, very underrated film from last year. And I really hope it gets physical media release, because I'll definitely be buying that on 4K if it does get released, because it was a really good film, actually, a really solid remake, I thought. And the next film I want to mention is another film that came out last year, and that is Deadpool and Wolverine. I had a really good time with this film. I enjoyed seeing a lot of the cameos in this film. I thought that was done really, really well. There was some hilarious moments. There was some really good comedy in this film. The music was great. And the fight scenes were absolutely awesome as well. Just a really entertaining Marvel film for last year. It's been a while since I've said that, because I don't watch much Marvel anymore, to be honest. I get right on my tits. But that was a good film, though, to be fair. I did quite enjoy that one quite a bit. And next honourable mention, just before we get into a top 10, is Fight for Your Life, which is a classic video nasty. William Sanderson is an absolute cunt in this film, mate. Yeah, no, he is absolutely bloody horrible. He's evil. There's a lot of racist language in this film, so yeah, be warned about that. It's not a racist film, but there is a lot of racist language, but there is a big payoff at the end of the film. And yeah, it's a really great ending, a really good film, really well acted, quite brutal in parts as well, though. There's a really nasty scene involving a kid, which is brutal, but yeah, it is a really good film, though. I do recommend it, but yeah, it's quite a tough watch in parts, but it is a brilliant film. Really, really good video nasty, this one. Absolute classic, great film there. And getting into a top 10, so coming in at number 10, we have Open Range, which is a really good western. Love the scenery of this one. Horses look great. There's some decent action, but it's not really a action-based film. It's more of a slow tension, sort of like building drama sort of western, but it is very well acted. Kevin Costner gives a great performance in this, has a really good cast. But yeah, it's a really entertaining film. I can't remember too much about this one, but I remember really, really enjoying it. And yeah, it's a really good time. So yeah, music I remember being absolutely stunning as well. It's got a really good score to this one. Fits well with the tone of the film. It's very well directed as well. And yeah, it's just a really good western. Really enjoyed that one. Coming at number 9 is a modern classic horror film, and it is Hellfest. Gutted that I didn't get this with a slip, but it's still a great 4K nonetheless. Shout out to Keith. I'll leave a link in the description box down below to his channel as well, because he's a massive fan of this film, to say the very least. It's one of his favourites, that's for sure. But yeah, this is a great horror film. Such a great modern day slasher. It's really entertaining. The killer is really creepy as well. And the ending is fantastic. I love the ending. It is brilliant. Again, really atmospheric. Just a really, really cool setting as well. And yeah, it's a really, really great modern day horror film. I really enjoy this one. It's a really good time, that. Coming in at number 8 was a watch along with Andy and Nigel, and this was a really, really good film. I had a great time with this one. I'll leave a link in the description box to their channels as well, and Carlos. But this is Thanksgiving. Another really good modern day horror film, really good slasher. Brutal kills in this one, some really good inventive creative kills. And yeah, it's a really cool sort of like slasher whodunit sort of film. And it was cool watching this and watching along with Andy and Nigel, because we sort of like guessing who the killer would be. It was like, is it him? Is it her? Is it him? Is it him? Who is it? And that sort of thing. So yeah, it was really cool watching this as a watch along. But it is just a great slasher film in general, to be honest. I had a great time with this one, and it's definitely recommended by me. I'll definitely recommend this to horror fans that just love a great slasher with loads of great kills. Really entertaining film, that one. Coming at number 7, we have a really, really funny comedy film, and it is Kentucky Fried Movie. But transfer on this is absolutely fucking awful. It is a German release, but yeah, it's not a great picture. It's got to be said, it is bad. But the film itself is absolutely hilarious. There's just basically loads of sketches, and there's a short film in the middle of the film as well. I think it's called A Fistful of Yen. And yeah, it's just so funny. It's a great laugh. There's some hilarious moments in this, and yeah, definitely wouldn't get made today, but it's so funny. There's some great characters in this one as well. Big Jim Slade being one of the standouts. What a name that is for a character. Just absolutely brilliant. Yeah, absolutely classic comedy film from late 70s or early 80s. I can't remember if it's late 70s or early 80s, but it's around that sort of time. But a great film. Absolutely love this one. And coming in at number 6, we've got I Was a Woman on the Moon. There we go. Always got to be done. Every time I say that, every time I say the name of this title, it's always got to be I Was a Woman on the Moon. But yeah, I love this film. But initially, when I first watched this and Kentucky Fried Movie, I did slightly prefer Kentucky Fried Movie. But I think the more I think about it, I just think this has maybe got slightly more rewatchability. And whenever I think of rewatching one of those two films, it's normally this one I think of going back to rewatching. So I think for that reason, though, I've slightly put this above Kentucky Fried Movie, even though I do think that is probably a little bit more funnier, but I just have a great time with this film. Again, very similar, loads of sketches throughout the film, and it has another short film in the middle of the film, and that film is obviously I Was a Woman on the Moon, which is hilarious. It's just so funny. There's a lot of great characters in this as well. Don No Soul Simmons is great. Tori Yellow River of the Old Oak Tree. He's absolutely brilliant. And of course, Selma. Yeah, absolutely hilarious film. Love it. It is fantastic. And now getting into the top 5, and this is another brilliant film. This was recommended to me by Keith at EuphoriaPictures as well. And it is Hard Rain. Brilliant action film from the 90s. Really underrated film, actually. I love this film. I think it is fantastic. Morgan Freeman and Christian Slater both give great performances in this film. And yeah, it just has everything you want from a 90s action film. It's really entertaining. It's got some great action set pieces in it. Great music as well. Really underrated score. And yeah, it's just really, really tense as well. I really, really enjoy this one, and it's highly recommended, definitely. Amazing film. And coming in at number 4 is actually a film I don't own on physical media yet, but I do need to get a physical copy of this on 4K at some point, because I absolutely loved watching this at a cinema last year. It was brilliant. And it is June Part 2. Way better than the first film, and I actually really enjoyed the first one, to be fair. But this was just so much better. It was easier to follow, even though it's still, not the easiest film to follow. I mean, it's Dune Part 2, for God's sake. So, but, you know, it was really entertaining. Again, had some absolutely brilliant action in it. Great cast, lots of great performances. And it was just such an entertaining time. I had an absolute blast watching this film at the cinema last year. And yeah, the cinematography absolutely stunning. It looks beautiful, and it is just such a well-made film, entertaining story, just a great film all round. Definitely one of my favourites that I watched in 2024, and easily number 4 favourite. Great film. Coming in at number 3, and these 3 were really difficult to put in order. Again, they're all quite tough, but these top 3 in particular were really difficult. But coming in at number 3 is another Western, and it is Tombstone, which is a absolute classic film. The cast in this is absolutely stacked. You've got Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, I think Sam Elliott's in this one as well, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's got a great cast in this one. Again, it's really entertaining. There's some really good shootout scenes in this, really great action. And it is a very well directed film. And yeah, it's just one of the best films of the 90s. It is a classic film, absolutely brilliant. And a film that I'm definitely looking forward to rewatching again in the future. It is absolutely fantastic. And coming in at number 2, we've got one of Nigel's favourites. And yeah, but big shout to Nigel again, but it is Play Misty for me. Now, this film is absolutely terrifying. I've forgotten her name, unfortunately, but the lead actress, the villain, she's an absolutely narcissistic bitch in this film. She is fucking wow. She is scary in this film, and yeah, this is basically sort of the original version of Fatal Attraction, but more scary, more scary. Clint Eastwood, I feel so sorry for his character, and that's what he has to go through, because wow. But yeah, his performance in this is absolutely amazing. I love Clint Eastwood as an actor. But yeah, this is, I was going to say thriller, but I'd actually class it as a horror film, to be fair. It is really that unsettling, and she gives an amazing performance. She is absolutely brilliant, and it is one of the most terrifying performances that I've ever seen. Really amazing film. One of the best films that I definitely watched it last year, that is for sure. Absolutely classic film from the 70s, and it is absolutely brilliant. But coming in at number 1, I think that this was always going to be number 1, but it was really close between Pray Misty for me and this, but I have decided to go with Django, which is this lovely 4K set. Comes with a really nice if I can get it out, booklet, which is really nice. Got loads of information, a few pictures and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just really nice. But this is such a nice set. You got a little postcard there as well, which is really cool. And yeah, what a film this is for Western. And that artwork is absolutely brilliant. And there's the 4K display as well. But yeah, this is definitely the best first time watch for me of 2024, easily. And it's one of the best films I've ever seen, to be fair. It's just such a great, I'll put a booklet back in afterwards. But yeah, Franco Nero is an absolute badass in that film. He really is. It is such an amazing performance, and like I said, for Western, this film is just so damn entertaining. Like it flies by. This film, it really does. It only feels like it's on for an hour, and I'm not exaggerating. It really does. There's some absolutely brilliant shootout scenes in this film. It's got lots of great action. There's also a lot of scenes from Quentin Tarantino films that were influenced by this film as well, which is really cool. Quentin Tarantino sort of pays homage to a few of those scenes in Django and some of his films as well, which is really cool. And yeah, it's quite brutal for a time. It's got some really good violence in this film for for its time, and it is a really, really great Western. Easily one of the best Westerns that I've seen. It's probably top 2 up there with Good, the Bad and the Ugly. It is really entertaining, action-packed, lots of great shootout scenes, and it's near perfect. It really, really is such an amazing film, and easily the best film that I watched in 2024. So there you have it, everyone. There is my top 10 first time watches of 2024. I hope you all enjoyed this video, everyone. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below if and let me know if you've seen any of these films, what you think of some of these films. Were there any of these films that you watched for the first time in 2024, and what were some of your favourite first time watches of 2024 as well? All that be very much appreciated. Thank you all so much, everyone. And yeah, that about do it for this video, everyone. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all later.